Why do some people seem to achieve financial freedom with ease while others spend their entire lives chasing money? The difference isn't luck, it's a completely different mindset, set of habits, and practices. In this video, we'll uncover the secrets of financially independent people and guide you toward building your own path to freedom. The mindset shift. I've learned a thing or two about money over the years, and trust me, it's not just about numbers, it's about how you think. Let me tell you a story. Back in my 30s, I worked a sales job that paid well enough to keep the lights on and put a little extra in my pocket. I saved religiously, but my focus was all wrong. Every month I'd stash away what I could, terrified of losing what I had. I had what they call a scarcity mindset, constantly chasing money but too scared to risk it. Then I met a mentor who asked me one question that changed my life. What would you do if money wasn't the problem? I didn't know how to answer at first, but over time I realized financially independent people see money as a tool, not the end goal. They embrace abundance thinking, investing in growth, seeking new opportunities, and even taking calculated risks. While a scarcity mindset makes you hoard money out of fear, an abundance mindset encourages you to see money as a renewable resource to invest in opportunities. It's the difference between clinging to a paycheck and learning to build assets that work for you. As the old saying goes, don't work for money, let money work for you. Have you ever caught yourself saying, I can't afford this? Next time, try this instead. Ask yourself, how can I create value to afford this? You'd be surprised how that little change opens up possibilities. Another thing is that a patient approach to finances might not be glamorous, but it is undeniably crucial. And let's face it, we live in an age where instant gratification is king. Credit cards, buy now, pay later apps, and the works. But here's what financially independent people know. Short-term wins can lead to long-term losses. Warren Buffett says it best. Someone's sitting in the shade today because someone planted a tree long ago. Financial independence is all about buying things that grow in value, like stocks, businesses, or real estate, rather than splurging on stuff that just looks good but doesn't add value in the long run. And hey, nowadays I'm a bit of a Bitcoin maximalist myself. My kids joke that my mantra is, I am never selling. But the point holds. Whether it's Bitcoin or index funds, the magic is in staying the course. Key habits of financial independence. Once I adopted this new way of thinking, I started noticing patterns in how financially independent people live. It wasn't just about mindset, it was about their habits. These are habits that can be adopted by anyone, whether you're a fresh-faced graduate or a retiree on the cusp of your golden years. First up is mastering their spending. When I was younger, I'd splurge on things that didn't align with my goals. Then one day I looked at my bank statement and realized I'd been working hard but building nothing lasting. That's when it clicked. I'd been spending so much money without intention. The thing about being financially independent is that every dollar spent should have a purpose. You need to prioritize intentional spending, often using tools like the 50-30-20 rule. For instance, 50% of your income goes to essentials, 30% to wants, and 20% to savings or investments. Sounds simple, but it takes discipline. These days, apps like YNAB, You Need a Budget, make it easier than ever to track every dollar. A good friend of mine once joked, if you're spending like a rock star but earning like a roadie, you've got a problem. And he was right. Aligning your spending with your values is one of the smartest things you can do. Another habit you need to nurture is investing in knowledge. Something people often overlook is that financial independence isn't just about the money you earn, it's about the knowledge you gain along the way. When I first read The Richest Man in Babylon, it felt like someone handed me the keys to the kingdom. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad and The Bitcoin Standard have also shaped my understanding of wealth. The financially independent treat financial literacy as a lifelong skill. They keep up with market trends, devour books, and even take courses on topics like investing and entrepreneurship. As Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. It's true. The more you know, the better equipped you'll be to navigate your finances. Next is diversifying income streams. One of the smartest lessons I ever learned was this. Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Financially independent people understand this better than anyone. They build multiple income streams, whether through rental properties, side hustles, stock dividends, or online businesses. A buddy of mine started flipping old furniture on weekends. What began as a hobby turned into a steady income stream that helped him retire early. Here's an actionable tip. Create one new income stream in the next 6 months. It doesn't have to be huge, just something that grows over time. And the fourth key habit of financially independent people is living below their means. This one might surprise you, but financial independence is less about making more money and more about wanting less. Think about it. Why spend your entire life chasing more money when you could already be living the life you want by needing less? Someone once told me the key to financial freedom isn't owning the most, it's needing the least. And he's right. The truly independent value lifestyle freedom over lifestyle inflation. Practices that build freedom. Now that you've got these habits down, let's talk about the everyday practices that make financial freedom achievable. As we've established, financial independence isn't just about money. It's about freedom. And freedom, my friend, isn't found in a fat paycheck or a fancy car. It's built through small, intentional practices that transform the way you live. One thing you need to learn is prioritizing time over money. When I was younger, I had a bad habit of trading time for cash. Over time, I was the first to sign up. Side gigs? I had more than I care to admit. But one day, my wife sat me down and said, "You can always make more money, but you can't make more time." That hit me like a freight train. Financially independent people understand this. They don't waste their lives chasing dollars. They use money to buy back their time. A friend of mine taught me this lesson in his own way. He was never the wealthiest guy, but he outsourced anything that didn't bring him joy. Yard work, hired out, taxes, accountant. He spent that freed up time coaching his grandson's hockey team. It's not about extravagance, it's about simplifying routines so you can focus on what truly matters. Whether it's outsourcing a chore or saying no to extra hours at work, remember, time is your most valuable currency. Another lesson is building systems, not relying on hustle. And don't get me wrong, hard work is important, but financial independence isn't about grinding 24/7. It's about designing systems that work for you. Take automated investments, for instance. Back in my 40s, I started funneling a set amount from every paycheck into index funds. I didn't think about it, didn't stress about timing the market, I just let the system run. Over time, those small, consistent contributions grew into something substantial. That's the beauty of systems. They do the heavy lifting while you sleep. Another example, my friend Sarah. She owns a small online business and sets up recurring income streams through subscription services. Every month, money rolls in without her lifting a finger. As the saying goes, don't work harder, work smarter. And trust me, your future self will thank you. Next, aligning wealth with purpose. Here's a secret no one tells you. Financial independence isn't about the size of your bank account. It's about aligning your wealth with your purpose. Wealth isn't just about buying things, it's about building a life that feels meaningful. Whether it's pursuing work you're passionate about, giving back to your community, or simply spending more time with family, true financial independence gives you the freedom to live with intention. Your path to financial freedom. Remember that financial freedom starts with how you think. Shifting from a scarcity mindset to an abundance mindset allows you to see money as a tool, not the end goal. The financially independent mindset focuses on the question, how can I create value and make it happen, rather than limiting themselves with the statement, I can't afford this. The habits that build independence are simple but powerful. Spend intentionally, invest in knowledge, diversify your income streams, and always live below your means. True freedom comes from needing less, not having more. Practices make a difference too. Prioritize your time over money. It's your most precious resource. Build systems that do the work for you. And finally, align your wealth with your purpose. Money is meaningless if it doesn't lead to a life of fulfillment. Never forget that financial independence isn't about chasing money, it's about building the freedom to live life on your terms. It's not easy, but with intention it's absolutely possible. Now it's your turn. What's one habit you'll try starting today to get closer to financial independence? Share it in the comments below. Your story might just inspire someone else to take action.